Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss three variable Karnaugh map for simplification of Boolean functions. In three variable K map, there will be 8 squares, each square corresponding to each minterm. If you take the three variables x, y, z, then there will be 8 minterms given in first row and second row. Now, how can we write minterms here in these squares? For this, in row we have taken the variable x, and the first row corresponds to the variable x dash, second row corresponds to x. In column the variable yz, this term is taken, and these where terms are written in particular order. The order is, if you notice, and in any two adjacent squares or any adjacent terms, you will see that only one literal is different. For example, if you take the first one and the second one, y dash is same, the only second literal is different. Similarly, in the if you take the second and third, you will see that the z is same and the only first literal is different. Similarly, in second and third and fourth, y is same, the second literal is different. So due to this, if you find any two terms of adjacent squares, whether in vertical direction or in horizontal direction, then you will see that there is a difference of only one literal. For example, if you take these two terms, look at this, x dash y dash, this is same, the only third literal is different. Similarly, if you take these two terms, here you will see that y dash z dash, y dash z dash, this is common, only the first literal is different. So this is the main point of K-map. Now we see the procedure of simplifying a function using K-map of three variables. Now for a given Boolean function, mark the squares corresponding to the minterms in the function with 1. Suppose if a minterm x dash, y dash, z dash is there in the function, then in place of this write 1. If it is not given, leave it blank. So do for all these minterms given in the function. Now after doing marking 1, find the adjacent squares having 1 and try to form blocks of adjacent squares to cover all 1. Now what would be the size of these blocks? Size may be 2 by 1. Suppose for example here it is 1, here it is 1, then you have a block of 2 by 1. Similarly, it may be possible you have block of size 2 by 1 here or here or here. For another interesting thing is, this is a rectangle, but you have to assume that this rectangle is framed in a cylindrical surface like this cylindrical surface. What will be the benefit of this? You will see, if you frame it in a cylindrical surface, then this first column is adjacent to this last column. Okay, so first column will be here and last column means this is adjacent to this last column. Now look at this, the next block of size 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 means, it may be possible that, as I told you, you have to assume that it is framed in a cylindrical surface. So 1 by 2 may be possible, 1 by 2 may be this one or this one also, this one or this one also, 1 by 2, or it may be possible if in these two places 1 by 2. So many possibilities may be there. Now blocks of 2 by 2, 2 by 2 means 2 by 2, this may be 2 by 2, or here 2 by 2, or here 2 by 2, or this, if you take this first column and this last column, this may be 2 by 2. 2 by 4 block, 2 by 4 block means it will cover the entire map. Now this is the important fact that two adjacent square represent a term of two literals. Two adjacent square, for example, if you take this one, x y dash z plus x y z. Look at this, xz is common in these two. So y dash plus y. Now you can write it xz. So if you take two adjacent square, whether in vertical direction or in horizontal direction, it will represent a term of two literals on. This will represent term of two literals. And how can you identify? You have to check in these two which variables are common. For example, this x is same and z is same in these two terms. So you can directly write it xz without doing all these calculations. Four adjacent squares represent a term of one literal only, because for example, if you take these four, this will give a term of two literals, this will give a term of two literal, and in these two literals again one literal will be common. So if you take four adjacent square, for example, if you take these four, so this will give you a term of one literal only. In these four terms, you will see that only one variable is same, which is z. So the sum of all these four terms is equivalent to z. 8 adjacent squares cover the entire map. If there are 1 in all these squares, then it is equivalent to 1. A square once used can further be used with other adjacent squares. Now look at this example. We have to simplify this Boolean function. So first x y dash z. We have to write 1 for this minterm x y dash z, and x y dash z. X y dash z is this one, this place x y z. So here I will write 1 x y dash z. Here I will write 1 x dash y dash z, x dash y dash z, x dash y dash z. So this is 1 x dash y dash z. Finally x y z, this is x y z, this is 1. So three terms are there. So we have marked all these corresponding squares with 1. Now we have to form blocks. We can form a block of size 2 by 1 here, and a block of size 1 by 2 here. So in this way we can form two blocks to cover all these ones. Now look at this. For this block y dash z, this will give a term of two literals, and this common same literals will be y dash and z. So this, for this block 2 by 1, the reduced term will be y dash z, and for this block 1 by 2 block, look at this. In these two, x is same, and if you observe here in this y, here it is y dash, it is y, only z is same. So this is equivalent to x z. So this vertical column is equivalent to a term with two literals, that is y dash z, and second, this horizontal horizontal block is equivalent to x z. So in this way you can simplify a Boolean function. Now look at another example. X dash y dash z, x dash y dash z, this is 1. Second one, x dash y z, x dash y z, this is 1. X y z, x y z, this is 1. And x y dash z, x y dash z, x y dash z, this is 1. And finally x y dash z dash, x y dash z dash, x y dash z dash. So 5 terms are there, 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 ones are there. Now we have to form blocks. So look at this, the maximum block we can form is the 2 by 2. This is the 2 by 2 block. Now in this 2 by 2 block we have to identify the literal which is same in all these squares. Look at this, the only z is same in all these terms or squares. X, here it is x dash, it is x, here it is y dash, it is y, but z is same in all these squares. So this will give you the reduced term equivalent to z. Now for this we have to form a block like this, and look at this. In this, this is 1 by 2 square. This will give you a term with two literals, and which are the literals same in these two squares. Look at the one is x, and if you check this one and this one, you will find y dash is same in the two terms. That's why you can write it x y dash. So the reduced expression is z plus x y dash. Look at third example, x dash y dash z dash. This is 1, x y dash z dash, x y dash z dash, x y dash, this is 1, and this is x dash y z dash, x dash y z dash, this is 1, x y z dash, x y z dash, this is 1, and x y z, this is x y z. Now look at this. As I told you, you have to assume that this K-map is framed in a cylindrical surface. So we can combine this with the last one to make a block of 2 by 2. So block of 2 by 2 means this will give you a term with one literal only. And now you have to check which literal is same in all these terms. If you see, this x is different. Here this is y, and here it is y dash, but look at this z dash. Z dash is same in all these cells. So this is equivalent to z dash. Now to cover this one, you can form a block of 1 by 2 like this. This will give you a reduced term with two literals, and which are these two literals? One is x1, and look at this in these two terms. Z, here it is z, it is z dash, but y is same, so that's why now we have the term is x and xy. So in this way you can reduce, you can utilize these corner squares also. So reduced term is z dash plus xy. Now look at another example, x dash z plus x dash y plus yz plus xy z dash. Actually this is not a minterm, these first three are not a minterm. So first we have to convert, first we have to write it as a sum of minterm. So how can we write it? X dash z, this can be written as x dash is y plus y dash. Similarly x dash y, this can be written as z plus z dash, and yz can be written as x plus x dash. Finally this is the minterm xy dash z. So now you can write it x dash y z, you can write it plus x dash y dash z plus x dash y z plus x dash y z dash plus x y z plus x dash y z plus x y dash z. Now it is written as a sum of minterms. So now look at the squares and write one for each minterm. X dash y z, x dash y z, this is one. X dash y dash z, x dash y dash z, this is one. X dash y z, x dash y z is already written here one. X dash y z dash, x dash y z dash, this is one. xyz, xyz, this is one. X dash yz, x dash yz, x dash yz is already written one. Xy dash z, xy dash z, this is one. So we can form a block of 2 by 2 here. This will give you a term with one letter only, and the one letter will be z. Z is same in all these terms, so this is equivalent to z. And to cover this one, you can form a block of 1 by 2. This will give you a term with two literals, and the two literals are, one is x dash and another is z. Is different here. Here it is z, it is z dash, but y is same, so the term will be x dash y. So this is x dash y. So the reduced expression is z plus x dash y. So these are the different cases. So I hope that you got the concept of K-map with three variables and how can we reduce a Boolean function using K-map with three variables.